parents. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can legally homeschool in the state of California. Before I get started, my name is Felicia Wright. I am a family education consultant. I am a teacher that went rogue and left the classroom, and now I help other parents do the same, and I homeschool my own kids. So I want to dive into how you can legally homeschool in California because I had some parents asked me to do a video on California because a lot of parents are choosing to homeschool in that state. I am not currently in California right now, but I did a whole lot of research to create this video for you, and hopefully it helps you on your path to homeschooling at home. And it was really interesting and fun researching this one because it's very different than where I'm at. There's literally one option where I'm at in the state of Nevada. In California, you actually have three options. So let's dive into what you can do in California. So you have three options. Your first option is to have a private school within your home, and we'll discuss what that means. Your second option is to have that private school in your home, but you go through a satellite program with a school. So satellite program through a charter school, and they help you through that process and they provide curriculum and everything for you. And the third option is to hire a private tutor to homeschool. So let's dive into the private tutor and we'll work our way back. So if you choose the option to hire a private tutor, the requirements for that is that private tutor has to be certified in the subjects that they are teaching your kids. So for example, in California, you have to teach, and this is across all three options that you have to teach what they would have learned had they been going to school. So language arts, math, PE, social studies, history, all that stuff. Like they have to be certified in everything in order to teach your kid, and they have to teach they have to teach it in a way that the school would. And that's kind of a gray area. They have to be certified. And the other thing is I'm looking down because I want to get the number right. They have to teach for at least 3 hours a day, 175 days out of the year. And that's it for that. That's the main requirements if you choose to hire a private tutor to teach your kids at home. So let's go back. Let's go to the next option. I want to touch on the homeschooling with a satellite program. So you homeschool with the satellite program through a charter school. So you find a charter school that you want to go through, and they provide the curriculum for you. And each one has different requirements. So you have to decide which one works for you. So for example, some of the charter schools, you might have to meet in person like once a month, or they might give you teacher time through a computer, or they will definitely give you deadlines to get things done, like homework and all that stuff. So it's like school, but almost like distance learning with you teaching them, and they're still being attached to a school. So you have to determine if that's the right option for you. So if you feel overwhelmed with all the things that you have to teach them, a satellite program might be best for your child and your family. And the main one, which is the almost traditional homeschooling, is creating a private school within your home. And I know that sounds daunting. And when I first read it, I was like, what does this mean? I'm like, oh my gosh, like create a private school, but it's actually not what you think. So in California, they don't really use the word homeschooling that much. You're basically forming a private school within your home for your kids. So in order to do that, you have to fill out a private school affidavit and send it into the state. And I will put a link in the description below on where you can find that affidavit. And that website will also show you where to send it. And you have to send that in, and you have to send it in every year. So you're just recertifying that you have a private school in your home, and it's actually that simple. And when you do that, I would suggest you want to take attendance every day if you are forming that private school within your home. You also want to, and this isn't a requirement, but I would suggest it, you would want to have like a portfolio of what your children are doing, just so if somebody comes in and they can't say like, well, you haven't been doing anything with your kids. It's like, oh yeah, I got a bucket full of work that they've been doing. You want to see it? So that would be my suggestion. If you're in the state of California, just keep track of what you're doing with them. Keep track of attendance. Also with the private school part, you have to affirm that you are capable of teaching. So you're basically the administrator of your private school, and you have to affirm that you are capable of teaching. And there's no place that you're going to write this down, but it's actually a requirement with the state of California. So just make sure that you are capable of teaching. You don't have to be certified like with the private tutor option, but you just have to be capable of teaching your kids. And with the private school option, you also have to teach all the subjects that they would be learning had they been going to school as well. So I hope that was helpful. I want to make sure I didn't leave anything out. So I have a desk and I write notes on my desk so to keep track of everything. The other thing with the private school option is that you want to make sure that you were teaching during the daytime. That was one of the things that they say is required in California. So make sure you're teaching during the daytime as well. I wanted to mention that because in some of my other videos, I say all the time that, hey, you figure out a schedule that works for your family. If you have to teach at night, teach at night. But in the state of California, you can't do that. So I just definitely wanted to mention that because here in the state of Nevada, there is no requirement that you teach during daytime hours. So in California, you have to teach during daytime hours. And with that, I would also say find a schedule that works for you, but that is a legal requirement in the state of California. So I hope that was helpful for you. I'm going to put a link down in the description below to where you can find the private school affidavit. I'm also going to link to HSLDA. I might have those letters mixed up. That's another website that's all about homeschooling, and you can look up homeschooling state by state. So you can definitely double check there. They give you some more information as well. And anything that I think might be relevant, I'll put in the link. I'll put in the link in the description below to help you out if you're in the state of California. I'll also have some links to some of my services as well as other videos that could help you. Somewhere around here, I'll add a card probably at the end where you can I'll teach you how you can teach from workbooks and why workbooks are awesome if you don't want to spend money on a super expensive curriculum. So I hope that was helpful. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. That would be so helpful. And please share this video with anybody that you think this could help, especially if they're in the state of California. So with that, I hope you have a great day and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.